Hello everyone. I just wanted to make a video on the art supplies I'll be using. I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who've done it. I haven't actually researched a lot of this on YouTube itself. Like I said, I'm sure there's a lot of videos out there where people show the tools and stuff they use to do their art. I don't have like a great range of tools at the moment, but that's one thing that I think is going to be great for this, to do videos on with this channel as I buy new pens and pencils and things like that and share them with you, and also go over what I like about them and what I don't like. Okay, let's see. First and foremost, lead pencil. I'm sure you could use a pencil of any kind. Let's see what we got. Yeah, regular pencil. Regular plain pencil. And you're going to need a pencil sharpener for that of some kind, or a knife that you can sharpen it with. These pencils, whether it's the lead pencil or the wooden pencil, they don't have to be sharp or anything, because I have started sketching within the last few days, and what I find is you don't need no great and perfect line. I'm sure anybody who's using chalks could do sketching with chalks and kind of get an ideal of what it is you're trying to draw. So yeah, these things are just used to kind of outline a rough draft of what it is you're going to draw, so you don't need anything fine-tuned. The next thing is a pen with black ink. And that's just like the basics. So, pencils, pen. Let's see what else. I have some of these. I don't really use them. But they do come in handy. There's the plastic version. I think I've tried to use this a time or two, and it just came out crap to me. There's like no device that'll hold it in place real well. Maybe, I don't know, maybe if I tighten the screw on it, I can get it to sit just right. But something about the end here that goes into the paper, or sits on the paper itself, just doesn't sit in place really well. And I found this at a convenience store, and this is the old version with the really sharp needle point that you could stab your neighbor with, or anybody who tries to touch your art while you're still working on it. Yeah, I think they stopped making those, or at least making them more available because of people in school probably stabbing each other, little kids. That's right, ruin it for the rest of us. I'm gonna probably get a bigger one of those, the more graphing type, what have you. That's one of these protractors. I haven't even opened that one yet. I don't really like the looks of it. It's like really thick, and it looks extremely cheaply made. I don't even know where it came from. I probably found it. I did, however, buy these, and it came with like a protractor and the angles. And the reason I bought this, I like, when I use my rulers and stuff, I like them to be clear and see-through, so that whenever I can see what's underneath it while I'm drawing. And there's another one. It's in a case. I bought this because I don't even know what it's called. I'm just, you know, some type of ingenious art person who doesn't even know what their equipment's called. But I got it because when I was in what, like 7th or 8th grade, which was many years ago, we used a device just like this. You know, it's got the traditional ruler on it and metric system and whatever else. But we used it in a vocations class. I don't even remember the name of, drawing 3-dimensional blocks, using T-squares and all that at a 3-dimensional angle with sections cut out, and it was really helpful. And I thought, I've got to find one of those, and I did. And so I'm just gonna hold on to it. If I can find another one just to keep back in case I lose this one or somebody steals it. Also, an eraser. You want some of these to erase some of the, like when you sketch and you make all these lines that you don't need, and go ahead and get rid of them whenever you're cleaning up your art. What else have we got? Oh, yeah, I forgot about this one. I bought this some time ago. It's because I'd been thinking, this is for the circle patterns, and it gets like really minute small circles all the way up to slightly, what is that, like 1 inch or 1 7/8 inch of a circle. No, 2 1/4 inch circle. Okay. But I thought that would come in handy, even though I have these. I like this. I'm not really big on stencils, but I figure for like a quick circle it would come in handy, even though most of the time I sketch out my own circles. I'm sure they're not even perfectly round at all, so had to get that. When it comes to art supplies, I guess, you know, people don't have a lot of money to do that with, and I'm thinking, you know, some form of pencil and pen, just a pencil by itself, and paper. And it could be any paper. You could tear, you know, a chunk out of a brown paper bag, just something to draw on. People should draw every day. Try to do at least one drawing every day. Sketch it out, you know, get your rough shell and add detail to it later on every day. This will help people get better at drawing and quicker, and that's something I'm definitely working on myself because I am crazy slow. So I'm working on getting a lot faster. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, I bought this. Let's see, container to keep all my pencils and pens that I will be getting in the future. And it has a bunch of individual cases that are thin, and I had previously bought one and got it back here and was getting ready to use it and everything, and found that, what was it? Oh, that's great. Yeah, I had actually had some Prismacolor pens already here with you know, had a few of them, and I was using these for flesh colors. I haven't actually used them yet, but that's what I got them for. I tested them out, and I stuck them inside the case itself, but the lid wouldn't close, and I was kind of unhappy about that. So I did get these, and the first thing I did when I got this container was I took these little individual things and opened it up and took it to where they had the Prismacolor in the art store itself and dumped one in there, and it fit. So I was like, that's great. Each one of these are gonna be able to hold my pencils and pens and markers, and they can all be held in this one case. And I want to say it was cheap, but it wasn't. I think the thing itself, I found it over in the cloth area for some reason, and it says down here that it's 4 photos. So I don't know what the two have related. But this is going to work out great. I did find each one of those individual containers in a different art store, same kind, for $2.99 each. This one with the 6 containers and the large container itself was 20 bucks. Sucks, I didn't really want to spend that much money. And the thing is, whenever I got back here, I started thinking about the Tupperware I have here and how that probably would have been great. It would have looked really ghetto, but you know, use what you can. Hell, a shoebox or something. You just keep your supplies in. We also have, let me see, a lot of pens that we've collected over time. Sorry about the blurriness. And here, this is the drawer I keep a lot of my gel pens in, and there's some markers, a highlighter, and the next drawer down being every pen and pencil I have stolen from a friend or a family member and pocketed, and just got, you know, going and filling out job applications and everything. And you know, some of them are bought because you just need unique colors sometimes. But wait, I could probably bury a small animal in there, or 3. So got that, and I will have to buy some more colors because some of these are like really old and probably dried up, or some of them when they get like really old, I've noticed like that, or the color in them change because like special oranges and stuff, they end up turning brown. I've even seen a yellow, which is a little hard for me to get, turn brown. So I think that's about all of the art supplies right now. There was this thing. Oh, let's see what we got. This little square thing. I'm sure if you've been to an art store and you looked around for a pen holder, you might have saw one of these. And the other container I had bought, I had to chop the top off of this and fit it down in there. And what it shows is that, I don't know if you can see this too well, that it'll hold pens, and those are the Prismacolors. I was also thinking about touch pens, Copic markers. It has a nice little square grid. Sure, it won't hold the big Copic markers. Not that anybody has, or you know, not that I'm going to buy those. I will buy 1 or 2 and check them out, because I'm picky when it comes to inking things, and I don't know why a lot of artists who do comic books want these really expensive black markers and paints and stuff of that nature. I'm sure it has something to do with the printing process. I'm picky to the fact that when I color something, I don't want my colors to overlap and look like they're overlapping. I want them to smoothly transition into one another, which is why I like the gel pen thing, but I need something with a broader brush. And while I have been looking at the Faber-Castell pens, I haven't actually ran into one that has like I want like a wedge. But a lot of the new people who are getting introduced to art and beginning to learn how to draw, don't worry about any of that. Like I said, just go with the pencil and the pen to begin with. And if you're going to use paper, like if you can afford any at all, spend like $5.50. Get a big old packet of printer paper. It's like 500 sheets. You know, that's better than spending $2 or $3 on a note. Well, I wouldn't use a notepad, but use what you got. But it's better than spending a lot of money on a sketchbook. I mean, later on we'll be getting into different types of paper too, and I know a lot of comic book people use Bristol board, 11 by 17.5, and I've got some Bristol board. A lot of this art supplies came many years ago when I was thinking about drawing comic books, so I didn't go out and buy it all in one whack. It was just kind of pieced together, and as you can see, I'm still piecing it together. I've even got to get a computer program, Photoshop, and from what I've seen with it, you can do like really great color work. So, and I'll also be learning how to use rapidograph pens and stuff for black and white art that won't be coming from the computer. So that's about it, and this video seems like it's a little too long. I'm going to chop some out. Alright, thanks for watching.